A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to ANB Exam Forum. I welcome all the students who are watching us online. Student, in this PYQ series, today's session will be on historical development, and we will see 30 MCQ related to this particular topic, and all the questions which we are presenting in this particular session are asked in exam like RRB, SSC, ISRO, DRDO in the recent year. Okay, and this video is helpful for all the competitive examination which have this particular section. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's begin the session. Student, before proceeding to the MCQ, first let us see what are the important subtopics in this historical development that you should revise at least before going to the exam. Okay, the first and very most important thing is the generation of computer. There are various generation of computer, how it is evolved from the very basic computer to the advanced computer right now we have in the current days. How it is evolved, what are the different generation, what are the different technologies being used, those type of concept you should learn. Okay, the next important in the historical development is the famous personalities. Okay, who are the inventors, who are the founders. Okay, for example, if I ask you who is the founder of Microsoft, okay, then who is the inventor of mouse, those thing also you should know. The next one is supercomputer, and I would like to tell you with reference to India you try to learn. Okay, with reference to India. Okay, some of the question we have seen in the competitive examination from the supercomputers, that you should also consider. Okay, so let's see the first question for today's session, and timer is also started. So correct series of first to fifth generation computer is what? So as I told you, there are basically right now 5 generation. So each generation uses some technology. Okay, so he is asking which generation is using which technology. Okay, and this is static knowledge. So initial days vacuum tubes were used. So if you see all these 4 options, transistor was used in second generation, not in first. So this was used in first generation, transistor was used in second generation. After that, the combination of transistor including some accessories, it is known as integrated circuit, which performs some dedicated task. Okay, these are basically electronics terminology, or those people who have some electronics background, they can much appreciate this words. Okay, after integrated circuit we have VLSI microprocessor. What is VLSI? It is very large scale integration. Okay, and ULSI means ultra large scale integration, means you have less space and many components can be placed on that particular board. Okay, ultra scale means you can put many components means the power will be definitely more. Okay, so the 4th generation is VLSI and 5th generation is ULSI. Okay, so option A, those who have given well and good, they are very much good in the computers. Okay, just remember these terminologies, this generation technologies. Okay, coming to the next question. Your time has already started. Yes, the question says, which of the following is the world first supercomputer that was developed in 1976? Okay, first supercomputer developed in 1976. Again, all of these are supercomputer, but you need to remember it is Cray-1. Okay, this Cray-1 is the first supercomputer that is known. Okay, so just remember, I cannot tell you beyond that. Okay, just you need to mug up this. Okay, first supercomputer is Cray-1 that was developed in 1976. Okay, so option B, those who have given well and good, very good. Okay, Coming to the next, who is the first world programmer? Okay, all of these personalities are somewhat related to the computer science. Okay, if I go with Tim Berners-Lee, he is the inventor of www. Okay, coming to Steve Wozniak, he is one of the founder of Apple computers. Alan Turing, as you know, Turing machines are there in initial day, and he is regarded as the father of modern computer. Okay, father of modern computer. Okay, the classical computers, the father is Charles Babbage, whereas father of modern computer is Alan Turing, whereas the first world programmer is Lady Ada Lovelace. Okay, she is considered as a first programmer. So option B is the correct answer for this particular question. Coming to the next question, till year 2015 dash, which generation of computer has occurred? Okay, so till 2015 it was another generation. After that, as you know, the fifth generation production has occurred. Okay, so option B was the right answer. Student, this question, as I already answered in the previous one of the question, who is considered as father of modern computer? It is not a father of just father of computer, it is modern. You need to look the keyword also. Okay, modern, whenever modern word is there, just go with the Alan Turing. Okay, Alan Turing, as I told you, he had make one machine called Turing machine, which is used to test whether the person is human or it is a machine, and he has made certain theories related to those concepts. Okay, whereas father of computer is Charles Babbage, but father of modern computer is considered as Alan Turing. Okay, and James Gosling is related to the Java. He is the founder of the programming language Java, whereas Gordon E. Murray, he has given Murray's law and other electronics related concept. Okay, so option B is the right answer for this question. Coming to the next, and it is very important, what was the India's first supercomputer called? Okay, these are the four options. You can simply eliminate Saga 220 and ENIAC. These are not India's related. Okay, whereas you should remember it is Param 8000 series. Okay, Param 8000 is the India's first supercomputer. Okay, so the correct answer for this question will be option A, Param 8000. Coming to the next question, instrument used for ancient mathematical calculation known as calculator, abacus, table and graphing. As you know, Chinese has invented one tool called abacus, which has certain balls in this frame, which is used to calculate the number of items in this frame. Okay, and that tool is known as abacus, and basically it is used for calculation. Okay, and it is used by kids nowadays. Okay, so option B is the right answer. Coming to the next, again very important, the name of the first electronic digital computer, of the world. These are the four options: ENIAC, Param, Prolog and UNIVAC. Prolog is the programming language, so it is not a computer, it is a language. Param, as you know, it is a series of supercomputer which was developed in 19th century in India. UNIVAC is no such thing I have heard of, whereas ENIAC is the first digital computer which is a numerical integrated computer. Okay, electronics, numerical and integrated computer. Okay, this is the full form of ENIAC, just remember. So option A is the right answer. Again, from the generation, integrated circuit relate to which generation? These are the four options: and we have seen the first generation is related to vacuum tubes, second generation is related to transistors, third is related to the ICs, integrated circuits. So option A should be the right answer, and option A is the right answer. Coming to the next question, who among the following is not related to Apple and its co-founder? So this is again a static question, but Steve Jobs, Wayne and Wozniak, these are related to the Apple, whereas Mark Zuckerberg is related to Facebook. He was a founder of Facebook. So option C for this particular question correct. He is not related to the Apple. So option C is the right answer. The first mechanical computer designed by Charles Babbage. So we know Charles Babbage is known as father of computers, and he has designed first computer, mechanical computer, that is known as analytical engine. Just remember, it is known as analytical engine. Okay, so those who have given option A, well and good, they are good. And again, this is very important. Which of the following person is known as father of Indian supercomputer? Okay, and we know the first supercomputer name was Param 8000, whereas the father of supercomputer is Vijay Padurang Bhatkar. Okay, he has designed that system. So option D is the right answer. Quickly coming to the next question, which of the following companies stopped making personal computer in 2005? Okay, and as you know, all of these are somewhat related to computers, and nowadays we have heard Ace, Asus, Dell, but IBM after 2005, this company had stopped its production in making personal computers. Okay, so option B, those who have given, they are right. Coming to the next question, which of the first computer by J.W. Macaulay and Presper occurred with no mechanical parts? No mechanical parts means it is purely first digital computer, first digital electronic computer, basically electronic computer, and we know that it is ENIAC, the first electronic digital computer. Okay. Coming to the next question, again from the personality, which one of the following was the founder of American computer Sun Microsystem, later acquired by Oracle? And Oracle, as you know, it is related to database management system, and it is very popular, widely used database. And if you see all these four options, Vinod Khosla was the right answer. Okay, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella and Sabir Bhatia, they are not related to the Sun Microsystem Oracle. So who invented HTML in 1990? It is not HTML, it is basically World Wide Web. Okay, and as I told you, he is popularly known as TBL, Tim Berners-Lee. He was the inventor of HTML in 1990. So option A is the right answer. Quickly coming to the next question, who among the following founded Microsoft together with Paul Allen? Okay, Paul Allen together with which of the following personality has established Microsoft in 1975? So long year back, and you know Bill Gates and Paul Allen both founded Microsoft in 1975. So Bill Gates should be the right answer, and it is the right answer. Quickly coming to the next question, who discovered the mouse of a computer? So every device, there is one inventor, and mouse was invented by Douglas Engelbart. Okay, Engelbart. Douglas Engelbart has discovered this mouse, and you know in previous days there was some ruler, left click, right click, and one ball was there which used to move. Okay, this design was made by Douglas Engelbart. So option C, those who have given, very good. Coming to the next question, who among the following is one of the founder of Google? We know that Google is a search engine we search a lot on Google. The founder are two personality. First one is Sergey Brin, okay, and the second one is Larry Page, okay. So option B is the right answer. Mark Zuckerberg, as I told you, he is related to FB, and these two person I have never heard of, okay. So option B is the right answer. Name the first Indian newspaper that became available on internet. Again from the static, and you should remember that the Hindu newspaper was the first newspaper which was available on the internet, I think in 1998 around, that if I am not wrong. So option C is the right answer. Coming to the next question, like we have seen, the ENIAC, that is electronic numerical integrated computer, was the first electronic computer that we know, but which of the following university has designed this? So this is a level 2 question, and again you should remember that it was University of Pennsylvania, okay. So University of Pennsylvania in US has designed this ENIAC computers. Option B, those who have given, well and good. Coming to the last question of this particular topic, which of the following is not a supercomputer, okay. First, see the ECA. ECA is one of the supercomputer developed by India, and Param is also developed by India. Cray 3 is a series of Cray supercomputers, so it is also a supercomputer. Whereas PDA is personal digital assistant, okay, it is not a supercomputer. So option B is the right answer for this particular question. So option B is the right answer. So that's it. So we have seen 30 questions related to historical development, and we have uploaded more videos on computer awareness, and if you want to go through, just go in the PYQ series where you will find more details about that. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you have anything to say, you can write in our comment box. We will be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.